We have one, two, three, four, and now five lights for the Belgian Grand Prix. Lights out, and we're racing into turn number one here in Belgium. Kimi Antonelli gets a good start, covers Max Verstappen into the source. A great start for the championship leader. Antonelli leads from Verstappen and Russell. Leclerc trying to overtake Russell, but Max Verstappen takes the lead down towards our road. Verstappen is leading the Belgian Grand Prix, but Antonelli has got the boost to try and come back to Verstappen by the end of the camel straight. And look at Leclerc. Leclerc's in the fight as well to get past Verstappen. Antonelli lays out Leclerc and Verstappen, and there's contact. George Russell's into the gravel. He's out of the race after contact with Lewis Hamilton. That is massive drama in the context of the World Championship. Russell is out. Russell is out in the first lap of 44 here at Spa, and that has totally changed this championship battle now. Russell's out. Hamilton was the one that made contact with him, and George Russell, who's looking for a positive weekend, has had a miserable weekend, and he is out. So let's take a look here. Russell went round the outside of Hamilton, and Hamilton made contact with the right rear of the Mercedes, and confirmed it's a 5-second time penalty for Lewis Hamilton for causing a collision with George Russell. This is what happened to Carlos Sainz tapping the back of Esteban Ocon in the HEATS. Now we're on board of Ocon, and it was contact with Behrman. So the two HEATSes have come together. Lap 4 of the Belgian Grand Prix. Now lap 5 of the Belgian Grand Prix. We restart then with Kimi Antonelli in the lead from Charles Leclerc and Max Verstappen, and down the inside goes Lewis Hamilton on Oscar Piastri into turn 1, and Hamilton is up into 4th place, but Piastri is going to have a run of Hamilton down towards Eau Rouge, and Piastri, last year's winner, is back up to 4th ahead of the Ferrari. You can see the speed that Max Verstappen is trying to get. He's very close to Charles Leclerc. He wants to try and get his first win of the season, does Max Verstappen, and he's going to do that by overtaking cars, and that's the proof of getting past the car. Verstappen up to 2nd. Piastri's really close now to the rear wing of Charles Leclerc. Can the Australian get past them on the gas? Last year's winner against the man who got his first win here in 2019. Side by side into the 3rd. Into the lake of chicane, and they've touched. They have touched Leclerc and Piastri. Charles Leclerc against Piastri, no room there. And you can see the squeeze between Leclerc and Piastri. The stewards have reported no further action. You can see that Hamilton has closed up to the rear wing of Oscar Piastri's McLaren. Can the Australian keep the 7-time world champion behind down towards Lake Om? You can see there Piastri trying to defend the inside line, but nothing he can do as Hamilton takes the outside and takes P4 away from Oscar Piastri. Lovely move from the driver in the Ferrari. Lando Norris having a go on Liam Lawson. This is a battle for 7th, and the reigning world champion moves up to 7th place. That's a replay of how Norris got past Lindblad for 7th. Into the pits then for Kimi Antonelli. A good stop for the Mercedes pit crew. Should come out behind Lando Norris, but ahead, crucially, of Max Verstappen in the battle for the win. That is what Antonelli needed to make his pit stop and come out just in front of Verstappen, and that's exactly what he has done. So Antonelli holds on to the lead. Verstappen will have to try everything he can to try and come back at the Italian in the Mercedes. So Antonelli leads then, but don't forget, he's the net race leader, and there are still others yet to come in and make their pit stop. Verstappen will try everything he can to see if he's got the pace to challenge Antonelli, and maybe the Ferraris as well, but it's going to be tricky to catch up to the pace of that Mercedes. So here's Lando Norris right behind Oscar Piastri. Can the McLarens swap places before the chicane? And they will swap places before the chicane. Norris gets past Piastri and takes at the moment 3rd, but he will have to come in and make his pit stop, of course, having started from 13th on the grid, Lando Norris. And that's Piastri getting back past Lando Norris. These two fought for the win last year, and they're fighting for, at the moment, 3rd and 4th. Virtual safety car deployed because of a piece of debris on the track, and there's a marshal running over across the gravel, and that might play into the hands of Ferrari here because Charles Leclerc is coming into the pits now, and Lewis Hamilton comes into the pits behind him too. So has Charles Leclerc been gifted the win here because of the virtual safety car timing? And Ferrari are going to take the lead with Charles Leclerc because of the virtual safety car timing. They've literally done the same thing they did in Barcelona when Hamilton went to win the race. This time around in Spa, it's Charles Leclerc's turn, and Leclerc takes the lead from Antonelli just as the VSC ends now. That was perfect timing for Ferrari to pit under the virtual safety car, and that's gifted Charles Leclerc the lead of the Grand Prix. Lando Norris hasn't pitted yet, but Charles Leclerc wants to get past him anyway, and Charles Leclerc takes the lead of the Belgian Grand Prix. On a track where he got his maiden Formula 1 win, he is now looking for his recent Formula 1 win. Antonelli will surely have the pace to get past Norris, because Norris hasn't pitted yet, Antonelli has, and the Mercedes is through in the McLaren. That's second for Antonelli, and now he can have the pace to get after Charles Leclerc for the lead and the win here at Spa. Norris will try and come back. This is Lawson against Gasly, and oh, look at that! What a double overtake for Franco Colapinto! And he's up into the points. That was magnificent from the Argentine. So Norris finally pits then. Will he get out ahead of Isaac Hadjar? It's going to be very, very close for McLaren and Red Bull. Oh, it's slow. It's slow and only left rear. Fernando Norris. That might not only let him lose the position to Hadjar, but to Bortoletto as well. Charles Leclerc has been leading since he made that pit stop under the virtual safety car, but Antonelli has had rapid pace throughout the entire weekend, and now Antonelli is going to have a shot of taking the lead. These two didn't get to fight for the lead last time out at Silverstone. They did today at Belgium, and Antonelli takes the lead from Charles Leclerc. He has been quick all weekend as Kimi Antonelli, and he leads with a few to go. Hamilton's going to try around the outside of the McLaren of Oscar Piastri. Lewis Hamilton is up to 4th place. And that will be more crucial points for Ferrari in the Constructors' Championship to edge a little closer to Mercedes. What a weekend. What a comeback it has been for Kimi Antonelli as he wins the Belgian Grand Prix and extends his championship lead even further. Charles Leclerc misses out on the win as he comes in second, 2 seconds behind Antonelli. And Max Verstappen takes another podium on the country where he has been born, known as a Dutch driver, but he takes another podium, his 3rd of the season. Hamilton 4th ahead of Piastri. Hadjar just holds off Norris for 6th, Norris 7th, Bortoletto, Lindblad and Colapinto complete the points, but Antonelli does it again here at Spa. He's victorious heading into Hungary.
Let's go!
Good effort,
Let's
mate.
go! Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, well done,
Thank
mate.
you.
Yeah, it was a busy race, that one, but well done. Kept a cool head.
It's big.
It has been a perfect weekend, a comeback weekend for Kimi Antonelli, who takes his 6th win of the season and extends his championship lead even further as we march on to Budapest next week, the final race before the summer break, to see if anybody can stop Mercedes and this young Italian driver from leading the World Championship. But at the moment, it doesn't look like anyone's catching him. Let's find out as we head to Budapest next week.